President Joe Biden has stirred up controversy with a bold proposal to reform the U.S. Supreme Court. Speaking at the LBJ Presidential Library in Austin, Texas, Biden called for term limits for justices and a strict code of ethics. His aim is to restore public confidence in the court, which has been shaken by several extreme rulings and ethical concerns. Biden's reform plan includes ending lifetime appointments for justices. Instead, he proposes 18-year terms, with a new justice appointed every 2 years. This change, he argues, will bring more regularity and fresh perspectives to the court. Additionally, Biden wants justices to disclose gifts and avoid political activities, ensuring impartiality and integrity. The president is also pushing for a constitutional amendment to limit presidential immunity. This comes after a recent court decision granted broad legal protections to former presidents, which Biden believes undermines accountability. No one is above the law, he declared, emphasizing that the U.S. is a nation of laws, not kings. Vice President Kamala Harris supports Biden's reforms, framing the upcoming election as a choice between freedom and chaos. However, the proposals face strong opposition from Republicans. House Speaker Mike Johnson dismissed them as dead on arrival, while former Attorney General Bill Barr warned they could destroy the independence of the judiciary and threaten the country's democratic republic. These reforms are seen by Democrats as a response to several controversial Supreme Court decisions. These include overturning Roe v. Wade and limiting voting rights, decisions that have significantly affected long-standing civil rights protections. Biden's plan aims to address what he calls outrageous decisions that have eroded public trust in the court. Trump, in typical fashion, has decried the reforms. He labeled them as a desperate Democratic attempt to play the ref and interfere with the upcoming presidential election. He defended the current Supreme Court, which has a conservative majority, calling for the protection of fair and independent courts. Scandals involving some justices have also fueled the call for an ethics code. For instance, Justice Clarence Thomas has been scrutinized for accepting luxury trips from a GOP mega-donor. Similarly, Justice Sonia Sotomayor has faced criticism over her staff's efforts to promote her books. These controversies have led to increasing public calls for a stricter, enforceable code of conduct. Despite Biden's passionate arguments, the chances of these reforms passing in a closely divided Congress are slim. The last constitutional amendment was ratified 32 years ago, and any new amendment would require significant bipartisan support. As the debate rages on, one thing is clear. This proposal has brought the role and function of the Supreme Court into the national spotlight, challenging lawmakers and citizens alike to rethink its future.